So what is Tai Chi?
Tai Chi is a type of calm meditation in motion derived from Chinese martial art.
So it's a martial art. Is that appropriate in a cathedral?
When we talk about martial arts, a lot of people think about violence first, of course, natural reaction. It's good to think by an analogy, and the analogy that I often use is fire. Arson is about fire, but so are warning beacons, singing songs with the scouts around the campfire, bonfire night, warming your home, and also firefighting. It's all about fire. When people come to martial arts, they come to traditional schools to learn to defend themselves. They come to learn to overcome violence. When people stay in martial arts and they grow, they realize that knowledge brings a sort of calm to them. And some people are really intrigued by that calm and find it very healing. And it's that aspect of martial arts that Tai Chi has developed strongly. So when we teach Tai Chi, we're not teaching fighting and we're not teaching self-defense. We're only teaching the movement that has that calm meditative quality.
It seems like an unusual starting point. How did it come about?
About the 17th century, martial artists doing a martial art which later became called Tai Chi. In central China, this was. They began to experiment with this calm, meditative feeling, and they tried to find ways of making their martial art express that feeling a bit more. Now, they began from a very good starting point, because the martial art Tai Chi has a lot of flow to it. It flows backwards and forwards. It has a lovely, almost rocking motion, which is very natural, and that lent itself really well to this activity. In the early 20th century, people were really interested in the healing side, and a number of martial artists developed that much more. By the middle of the 20th century, coming to the West, it was the healing side that really dominated what was being taught. And although some people like me can teach you about Tai Chi as a self-defense art, most of the teaching's about the healing side, and it's about calm and meditation.
A lot of people associate Tai Chi with Chinese religion. Is that correct?
Yes, a lot of people associate martial arts with religious Taoism. And that's because some of the things that the martial artists who were developing Tai Chi used were exercises called Daoyin gymnastics. They're a bit sort of yoga-like, a bit breathing, a bit stretching, and they used those to make their Tai Chi more calm and more meditative. It worked really well. Now, these sorts of exercises, along with philosophical concepts like yin and yang, like letting go, like in Chinese they say wu wei, which is loosely translated as letting go, not quite that close enough. And those concepts were very much embraced by religious Taoism, which came a lot after those exercises and the concepts. So people kind of get it the wrong way around, and they see these things in Tai Chi and they think it must be Taoist. But it's both coming from the same root. So it's wrong to associate Tai Chi with a religion, because to associate Tai Chi with Taoism is like associating people who meditate, say they must be Buddhists, people who pray, they must be Christians or Muslims. These things were there a long time. From your point of view, why Tai Chi in the cathedral?
I think it's a brilliant opportunity to engage a new group of people who don't necessarily come into a cathedral, but also to teach people who are communicants at the cathedral more about reflection, about meditation, about how to centre within themselves and gain a greater sense of spiritual well-being.
Sounds wonderful. This chapter house is the most beautiful space. Why choose this particular part of the cathedral for Tai Chi?
Well, the chapter house is remarkable because it's the first known circular chapter house in the country, and the nature of the space really does evoke a huge amount about the history of the monastic community that once lived and worshipped here, and of course the fact it's got a monastic heritage and was once the home to a community of 40 to 50 monks who lived and worshipped in this space makes it particularly poignant, I think, for an exercise in meditation.
It feels really calm, like we've had the calm of all of those monks is still here in the space. It's really wonderful. What about the people that you're aiming to reach when you're doing Tai Chi? Who would you like to come?
We'd like as many different people from all different sections of the local community and further afield to come and get involved in the Tai Chi classes we're running here. Both people who are regularly linked to the cathedral, but also people who've never been to the cathedral, who have no understanding at all about what the cathedral stands for, and just to learn more about the space and to learn a new skill within this environment.
Well, I hope a lot of people take that opportunity. It sounds like a wonderful idea. So thank you so much.